It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for my neighbors. Could you be mine? Would you be mine? I have always wanted to... What's going on, guys? Shane D here.
The truth is inside of us, and it's wonderful when we have the courage to tell it.
In the truck, driving down the road, it's rainy out. I said that it was rainy because it's rainy out. I saw, as I like to do, I keep very close, pay very close attention to the trending page on YouTube. And I saw a trending for a new movie or documentary that's coming out about Mr. Rogers, Mr. Fred Rogers. He was, it's called Won't You Be My Neighbor? And I went down the rabbit hole on old Fred Rogers. I grew up as a child with him.
You can make believe it happens, or pretend that something's true. You can wish or hope or contemplate a thing you'd like to do.
Watch that guy every single day, never thought he was creepy or anything like that. But then what I thought was weird is once you get to a certain age, teenage years or whatever, you're kind of like, Jesus, God, this guy's kind of creepy. Then as you get older and you realize, oh, wait a minute, this guy's just a really, really nice guy. There's nothing creepy about him. Then you fall in love with Mr. Rogers again. So when I saw the preview for this documentary, I went down the rabbit hole, started watching all these different clips of Mr. Rogers in the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood Show. And you kind of get worked up. I kind of got a tear in my eye a couple of times.
And what does this mean?
It's just a greeting to see what you've maybe been eating or
It's
what
a greeting.
you smell like. Yeah. Who are you? I'm like, who?
Isn't that lovely?
It's like, who?
Because this is not a creepy man. This is a nice, wonderful, beautiful human being that cared for children and cared for other people. In our frame of mind and our lives, the way we do things now, we go, well, there must be something wrong with him. And that's the thing, is the people that you go, oh, aren't they wonderful? Turns out there's something creepy. Oh, they had 15 kids buried under their basement. Didn't you know that? It always seems that way, at least, that somebody that you look up to, you go, wow, what a solid guy. Oh, he's got child porn, you know, or whatever it is. And then you see this guy that comes across slightly off-putting, you know, not to kids. He seemed like a normal guy, but as you got into your teens, you're kind of like, there's something that's not, I don't know, there's something just kind of slightly creepy about the guy, and you realize, perfectly nice guy.
But until you start to do it, you will never see it through. 'Cause the make-believe pretending just won't do it for you.
No demons in his closet. No, you know, there's been the rumblings of, oh, he had cocaine addiction. That's all hoaxy or whatever. He's got tattoos. He used to love prostitutes. None of this. None of this. You just see this guy from early on in the days when he was in Pittsburgh doing a local TV show turn into this huge PBS star for kids, talking about everything. I think I'm half the person that I am because of Mr. Rogers. Watching him and him saying, we don't do this, we don't do that, or, you know, how do you feel when you get mad and stuff like that?
It does give you a good feeling to know that there's something that you can do to help you become the master of the mad that you feel.
I feel like he was my cerebral father. I watched him every single day, that and Sesame Street, every single day on the television, and I learned a lot of stuff. You've got busy parents that work all day, work 2 jobs or whatever, so you've got that television father there that kind of teaches you happy, mad, glad, sad, don't you, whatever you do, don't kill your dad. But I went down the rabbit hole and I was just watching all these lovely little bits and pieces of Mr. Rogers and just thought, God damn it. You don't ever do anything on your vlog worth a shit, Shane. Why don't you mention the fact that this guy, Mr. Rogers, what a wonderful, human being was this man. You know, he's passed on. He lives with Jesus now. You've never heard bad words. There isn't no National Enquirer breaking story. Mr. Rogers, you know, murdered 40 kids. Or Mr. Rogers this. He was a nice, polite, slightly creepy, wonderful man who cared for children, cared for your kids, cared for the handicapped.
I like the way you are right now, the way down deep inside you, not the things that I do, not your fancy chair.
Cared for all, even was setting boundaries when it came to race relations. There was a bit that I saw where he had his feet in a swimming pool. I think this might have been in the trailer too. But you know, he had his feet. It was a hot day in the neighborhood, and he had his feet sitting there soaking in a pool. And here comes the black mailman, or it wasn't the mailman, but it was like a black neighbor of his, because he lived in one of those neighborhoods that didn't say, "Get out! You're a different color. The property values will go down." That kind of shit was huge for that time. He talked about death to children and everything else. So what I figured I would do is I would just do a quick vlog, wonderful vlog in an homage to Mr. Rogers, because when I went down that rabbit hole and watched him, I just said, by God, you're a wonderful man. He was a wonderful guy. This guy, slightly creepy, wonderful man, no picadillos, no nothing. So, as Mr. Rogers would say, he would say, who has done something special in your life?
Would you just take, along with me, 10 seconds to think of the people who have helped you?
Who has made you the person that you are today?
Those who have cared about you and wanted what was best for you in life.
Can you think about that person for a moment? Can you think about them for just 10 seconds of time? Who made you who you are today?
10 seconds of silence. I'll watch the time.
I'm sure that they think that you are the wonderful, the greatest thing in the world. Even if they're living in heaven with Jesus, or you no longer see them, the people that made you who you are very happy right now, because they know that they've done a good job making you the person that you are. That's all I've got, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell for me, would you? Go down the rabbit hole, watch some Mr. Rogers clips. Post those in the comments, your favorite moments from Mr. Rogers, or how did Mr. Rogers affect your life, or you know, anything like that. If it's Mr. Rogers related, we want to hear about it, okay? That's it for me, guys. You guys know that I love you so goddamn much. You do. You absolutely know it, okay? So with that, I'm going to swing in, I'm going to give you a big kiss, and we're going to call it a day on this Mr. Rogers homage vlog. All right? Here it comes.